everyone, and welcome to the extended activity for the book Amara's Farm. Now, in this book I just recently reviewed, it was about a little girl named Amara who needed help finding her pumpkins for an autumn potluck. And each one of the pages featured different items, different fruits or vegetables that's grown on her farm, and it also described them a lot, and the children had to look at them and determine if it was a pumpkin or if it was something else. And if they didn't know what it was, the book did explain exactly what that item was, much like it did with the other items at the beginning, like the pumpkin and the apple. Very descriptive language, which is so important, and it's already embedded in this book. So what I thought would be a great activity, well, I have like two ideas. Now, it's up to you how you would like to do this. As teachers, of course, it's always your decision, but I was thinking on terms of if I was a teacher in the classroom, how would I do it? One of the things that I would do is I would have them explore with some of the different items that's in there. The real ones, and also I have some artificial ones too, and I can tell you how I would do each one of those. So first I would show them in a small group activity. I would show them some of the items that was featured in the book. So as you can see, I have some of these items right here, and I'll show you how I would present them to the children. Now, one of the first items that they showed, of course, was the actual pumpkin. They talked about the item, they described it, and then you can give children a chance to actually explore with it themselves. Now, at home, it's a little bit different when you're doing this because you know what your child's food allergy is and what they can be exposed to and not. We know this in our classrooms as well, but I would still make sure that you double check to see if it's something that you may normally not even have in your classroom, and make sure it's something that you can have around children, because safety is the most important thing. Okay, so the first thing, of course, is the pumpkin. It described the pumpkin as being orange and round and having a hard shell. So I will let children take turns and actually knock on the pumpkin. See, you're knocking on it. So that's a very hard shell. Let them touch it. And then it said that it had a hard stem. So you can have them touch the hard stem and actually see that as well. And then open the pumpkin up and see the innards of the pumpkin, which had tons of seeds and things like that. And it said it was squishy. So you can actually show them the inside of the pumpkin. Another thing that you can show them would be possibly some of the other items. Like I got a couple items. I actually purchased some things that I had around, things that I had around the house. So I have like a potato. It showed potatoes, but I thought it would be good to show children two different types of potatoes. So I have like a regular potato here, and I also have a sweet potato. Now there are different colors on the outside, and there are different colors on the inside, and that's something that you can emphasize with children. And then I also have here just the typical apples, because they showed apple trees. So this could give you the opportunity to show children that apples are not just red. They come in other colors, like this greenish yellow color as well. There are different colors on the outside, much like the potatoes, but when you open them up, they're the same color in the inside. So you can explore with these. Now, I've done things like taste tests, charted with them, different things of that nature. If that's something that you can do inside of your facilities, by all means, give the children an opportunity to do that. But if you can't, just simply cut the things open and then, show them to the children, and then you guys can describe them. You can document it and write it up and post it up somewhere with a picture of it, of course. And then I even have a kiwi. Now, this is a regular kiwi, but I was told that kiwis also come in other colors, like a yellow kiwi. I haven't seen that one yet, so that was a little new to me. And one of the ladies in produce said, oh, and they're delicious also. So I was like, okay, I'll have to come back and try that. But even opening up the kiwi and showing the insides of it, I believe one of the pages featured a kiwi. So that's something that you can do. The other thing that you can do to expand on that would be to actually make a recipe with one of the items. Now, in the book, it has a recipe in the back for, I believe it's pumpkin molasses bread. So that's something that you can do, which is a cooking activity, which goes into that science and math. And you can do another thing, like you have apples here, you can do applesauce and things like that. So that is one of the, or two of the things I would do to extend their learning. I would let the children explore with the different items, the real items, And then I will also create a recipe with those items. You can even send recipes home to the parents that's related to some of these healthy fruits and vegetables. Now, the other thing I thought would be a great idea is to gather up in a little basket such as this some of the artificial fruits and vegetables that your children have in their dramatic play area. So I have various different things in here. I have like an apple, and I have a tomato, a kiwi. I have corn. These are things that's grown on a farm. I also have an orange, things like that. So these are the things that I have. I thought it would be a great idea to take this basket and put it in your block area. Okay, now this is why I think it would be a great idea to put in your block area. Because if I was presenting this to the children as an extension activity, I would tell them, I would say, boys and girls, here are the things we have set up in the room today for you to explore with. So when you go to blocks, I would like for you to create a farm with the blocks. And when you finish, you're going to need to have some great, awesome fruits and vegetables to go inside your farm that you create. So I want you guys to kind of be open to bring in some of the things in your other areas. It doesn't have to be a lot, but this is a good time to actually move things around. You know, restricting them to one spot and one spot only is probably not the best thing for exploration for children. So expand on that a little bit and just place those little items in there. I would have photos of actual real farms and, you know, tractors and fruits and vegetables and things like that. It doesn't have to be anything big. It could just be a couple little things in a basket for kids to explore with, to encourage them to build their own farms. So those are the two or three rather ideas that I have. If you have any that you've done where you've used fruits and vegetables before, I would love to hear from you. Again, that book is Amaras Farm, and it's by JaNay Brownwood and Samara Hardy. So if you would like this book, you can purchase it on your own, or you can get it from your local library. I suggest this book to have in your resources for your little one. So that's all I have for now. Just remember to keep exploring. Make sure that you hit the like and subscribe, and keep reading. I'll see you soon.